Hello, it is A Nikki B on the scene, and welcome back to my channel. If you have yet to subscribe because you are new, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button because guess what? I do it all. So this actually happened like mad years ago. This is like during like high school time. It was me and my two other friends. We decided to go inside Big Lots because we was looking for stuff. Like for me, I was looking for like crafty things. Kind of wanted to do something with like my drawing. And then my other two friends was looking for stuff that was like cooking wise. So we were just walking around the store, like it was that, but it was also, lollygagging around the store, looking at like the furniture pieces that's on the display, and just having a pretty chill time. So there was like this one worker who greeted us at the front of the door. He is black man, and he was like, hello guys, and we said hello, being respectful, and he's like, okay, if you guys need any help with anything, I'm here, blah blah blah. So he's like, okay. So we just walked around the store, and we was probably walking around the store for like a good 15 minutes. And my friends, they looked for the stuff in a section that they needed to be in, and they didn't find what they was looking for. So then we just pretty much just kept walking around. The guy kind of followed us around, and then I think he came up to us again and asked if we needed help with anything, and we was like, nah, we're good. And then he's like, okay. Very simple, basic customer service he was giving us. So then once we got towards the front, there was like a jewelry section and like a knickknack section. So we just basically looking at the stuff. I was looking at the jewelry. I was like, oh, there's some cute necklaces and stuff like that. And then my friend was looking at some, and my other friend was looking at the knickknack stuff. So we were just looking at it, but we was like, okay, we didn't find what we was looking for, so we're gonna head out. So then the guy ended up appearing like legit, like he kind of like sped walked towards us, close to running, to be quite honest. He was close to running up on us. So he was like, oh no, stop where you're at. I know you guys stole stuff. You don't even need to lie because I know what you guys did. I saw you put it in your pocket, this and that. Completely stupid. We were so confused. Like we were just like, what? Like stole us? Us kids? Me, we stole? Like, And he was like, listen, there's cameras. I got security coming on the way. So he had to sit down at this like furniture thing in the store. It was like another display, like a backyard display. So he had to sit down on the little chairs or whatever. And we were just all looking at each other. We just like, his reasoning is that because we didn't buy anything, we automatically stole something. And it just didn't make any sense to me. Like, we're just looking at each other and it was like, listen, we didn't steal nothing. And I can't remember if I was saying that or my friend said that, but I just remember one of us saying, like, we can, empty our bags for you if it makes you feel comfortable, because that's the only place we would have put it, because I ain't had no pockets on me. Like, my jeans ain't had no pockets, and the pockets, like, I was wearing a sweater, and I think it was a brown hoodie sweater, whatever, and the pockets aren't even deep anyway. Like, literally anything falls out that pocket. I could put an earring back in that pocket and it'll still fall out. Like, those pockets were not good. And my other friend, he had too much stuff in his own pocket, like too much of his own personal belongings or anything to fit in there. So he definitely was not stealing nothing, okay? So it was just like, I just remember one of us saying that, and he's like, no, you don't even have to do that because I know you stole, it's whatever. But he's like, I'm going to get security, I'm going to check the cameras, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So it's just like, okay, you can check the cameras all you want. We didn't do anything. And plus, you was following us the whole time. So by you following us like a hawk, you should have known what we would have stole anyway. You should have known. You was watching. Literally, we're all going back and forth with him. Like, it's not like it was like a heated argument. It was more so for us. It was just like, we didn't do anything. So I don't know what type of proof you expect for us to give you that we didn't steal anything. Like, clearly, we didn't do it. It's not like we're like super angry, like, oh my god, I can't believe this person, called us. It's like, it's not, it's nothing like that. Like, we legit knew what we did and we did nothing. And he was just so fixated on like, you guys stole. I know you guys stole because you guys didn't buy anything. And it's like, that don't make no sense. Like, there's plenty of people who go into stores, walk around, they don't find what they're looking for, or they just go in just to window shop and they leave. That doesn't mean they steal. And there's people who do buy stuff and it happened to have like 10 extra items in their bag that they stole. So, you know, a thief is a thief, okay? Doesn't matter. So he was just going back and forth. So then one of my friends was like, listen, I don't care what he got to say. I'm leaving. And we were just like, yeah, we're going to leave too because we didn't do anything. And Big Lots is not even like some expensive store. Like, it's basically just a regular bargain store. You can find some good stuff. Sometimes you might not find any good stuff. Like, it's just a hit or a miss. So for him to be acting like that, it was just kind of just like, dude, like, you're really not doing your job. Like, you're doing the opposite of what your job is asking you to do. And I'm just like, I'd rather the security to follow people around versus you, the employee, trying to take it upon yourself, thinking that you're doing something good, but you're really not. We left, and I remember the same day I went home, I had made a status on my Facebook because I was so mad. I was like, oh, Big Lots is so cheap. I could buy the whole store if I wanted to. Like, I was really going off on this store because that employee really, like, blew mine. And just, like, literally, it was just, oh. And I think that's what frustrated me the most, because I'm not sure if I mentioned this already in the video, but he is black. He was a black man that was following us around. So you as a black person, you probably know what it's like to be followed in like shopping spaces and things like that. And it's uncomfortable because a lot of times people are profiling you like, okay, you're black. Not even just profiling, they're just, you know, putting you into the stereotype that somehow all people like you steal. So I know he had to have deal with that. So it's like, for you to kind of perpetuate those type of ideas and feelings towards people who look like you, it's like, what are you doing? I'm only talking about it now because situations like these happen way too often, and sometimes it leads to very, very unfortunate outcomes. That's why whenever I shop, I always tend to shop with one other person or as a group, because I know by going by myself, if something were to happen, it will legit be my word against the other people. I feel like we're stronger in numbers, so at least with somebody else being there, you know, I feel like situations can be diffused a lot faster because there's a witness to that. And, you know, sometimes not just even just a witness being there, is like that sense of protection. Like, I know there's somebody, at least somebody, that has my back. So if you feel like this person is following you and trying to like think, you know, see you're stealing something and very obvious about it, speak up. Don't be afraid not to say anything and tell like the manager or the boss, because sometimes these managers and GMs or whatever, they don't be knowing who they be hiring at all. Like, not saying like they don't know the person they hire, but it's more so like they go through the interview process. You know, people could lie, or sometimes people gotta have a very like charismatic personality, and that's what gets them the job. But it's like, you can't test, you know, you can't test racism type thing. You can't test somebody's ignorance, you know? It just shows through situations. So it's like in an interview process, they're not gonna know all these things. They're just gonna know like, okay, you worked at this job, you worked here, you're good for the job, you got it, you're hired. That's as simple as it goes. So please, if you feel like a person is following you, tell a manager, tell a GM, tell somebody, and be vocal about it. Well, that concludes this video. Thank you for watching, and thank you for coming to Miscellaneous Mondays, where we talk about anything and everything. All right? So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button, because it does help me. And for all my loyal subscribers right now, like I said, put a little more oomph into your work. I know y'all be probably putting in work sharing me around, but please just put a little more oomph. You feel me? We're trying to get to 100 subscribers right now. That is the goal. That is what we're going to be doing here, okay? Because like I said, if y'all not consistent, I'm not consistent. All right?